It is Sunday. I believe it is week 40. I am on a boat in the middle of ocean, wrapping up my last day of my liveaboard. This is the Racha Phi Phi liveaboard trip with Dumdy. We are on MV 9. We have 2 more dives. Morning dive is already done, but people are chilling. We have about an hour and 15 minutes before we dive again for dive number 2. Let's see what everyone else is doing. It's quite humid, so my camera lens is pretty fogged up every time I go from the inside to the outside, from the cool air to the hot and humid air. It's nice, quiet, and serene out at sea. Everyone is just chilling. I think some people went and took a nap. Here we are doing giant strides off the end of the boat. There's like this big platform. We just can jump right in. Here where all our wetsuits hang, where all our tanks are lined up. Before we go down, there's water going around to make sure we're hydrated. Lots of people gathered, we're excited, we're diving. The music is always playing because, you know, you gotta get ready. And this trip, my setup gear and my tank are in slot number 7. So this is my setup. My new BCD, my new regulator. I think this is everyone waiting to go down. So we're waiting to descend all at the same time. Once everybody's ready, the signal's like this, and down we go. We let all of the air out of our BCDs and we descend. Also, the thing that helps us go down is we all have weight belts so that we're negatively buoyant. Once we get down there, we find our perfect buoyancy level by knowing how many puffs of air to put into our BCD, how much weight we should have to maintain that neutral buoyancy. If you're positive, you go up. If you're negative, you go down. Somebody shared a video that they shot underwater, and so this is the first underwater clip. It's not much, but it's something. You know, where we left off last time was quite the party. So somebody, let's just say, is suffering a bit. She's toughing it out. This is yet another dive briefing. Before each dive, there's a briefing that tells you a little bit about the site, what's going on, and some things you may see. And each site, a little bit different. This is our little dessert station in the middle of the day, so lunch dessert. And it's shaved ice, so in a sense, it's kind of like a build your own bingsu. This was also our last day of the dive trip. So we are now done. Last dive of the day. There's no night dive on the last night because most of us will be flying tomorrow afternoon. You have to have a certain amount of surface interval time before you can hop on a flight after diving. But before the trip ends, we of course need group photos. So everybody is wearing their shirts. They're up on the sky deck. We're enjoying the sunset. They're doing a final brief, which is about our gear, how to clean up, how to pack up, and also a big thank you from the boat, the crew, and from the dive company for joining them on the trip.
เราก็จะมีกระเป๋านะคะกระเป๋าของเราใบใหญ่ๆก็จะมีสีแท็กไว้ให้ใครสีอะไรก็พรุ่งนี้เช้าเก็บกระเป๋าเสร็จแล้วเอากระเป๋าของเราไปที่ท้ายเรือแล้วก็ส่งเข้าใจว่าทุกท่านก็จะประทับใจในความเฮฮาในช่วงค่ำคืนของเราคืนนี้มีแสดงไหมครับพี่เจนพอแล้วไม่ต้องตื่นเช้านะครับแสดงไม่ได้ก็ขอผิดพลาดประการใดก็ขออภัยมาไว้ณที่นี้ด้วยนะครับแล้วก็ทริปอื่นๆเราก็ยังมีเหลือนะครับถ้าสนใจก็หลังไมค์หาได้ทางเคนดี้กรุ๊ปหรือไม่ก็ทางที่กับพี่เจนได้นะครับผมแล้วก็เดี๋ยวอย่างที่ทุกคนทราบว่าบนเรือเนี่ยก็มีสตาฟ14 คนนะครับก็เดี๋ยวรบกวนถ้าใครอยากจะมีให้ติดให้สิ
Super nice people that organized it, that ran it, super fantastic boat, great staff. And then of course it's photo time. Different dive group photos, big group photos, sunset views as we head back to shore. End of the trip. Gift and I mess around a little bit.
โอ้ยสวยคุยสวยนะ
Sad night, trip over.
ไม่ใช่เพราะว่าเราไปวันนี้นะคะ
พร้อมไหม
พร้อมเราทำเป็นกระโดดแล้วก็หายไหม
ไปแล้วนะคะ บ๊ายบาย
สองสาม
They're going to pick up some stuff. It looks like a slide and we're not going to go into the ocean. Last dinner on board is a steak dinner. We got pork steak, beef steak, and fish. And it's all grilled fresh to order. Smells delicious, looks delicious. Of course, there's some drinks to be finished. Per usual is, I guess, what it is. We go onto the sky deck. We've now parked at shore. We hang out, drink some, chill. Everybody's enjoying the last night on board. Next morning. Good morning. 7:11. And then we leave the boat. Time to head back to shore. Bye-bye boat. Head back to shore in our dinghy, but in Thailand they call it dinkies, on the floating dock, and a swing. So one must swing, and by one I mean me.
บ๊ายบายใหม่
Picked up some souvenirs at the airport. Now I'm back home. I'm watching some TV, eating some food, some rice, some chicken, and a little TV. Obviously on the back of a motorbike with Jessie, because who else would I be with? We head to Chinatown to get some breakfast. This is one of my favorite eats, and I've not tried this shop before, but it's the rolled noodle soup.
Hi Jessie มากินอะไรวันนี้
ก๋วยจั๊บเดี่ยวล่ะ
หมูกรอบไหม
หมูกรอบ
โอ้เครื่องในไหม
ไม่เอาตับ
คนนี้เอาตับ
We came to Chinatown because Jessie had to do a little bit of shopping in this kind of warehousey district called Sampeng. They have so many things and like so cheap. This is where some people will go buy in bulk and then go sell it in the streets or in their shops. Next, after our adventures in the morning, we head into a neighborhood in Sukhumvit to have some Korean barbecue, which is something we've both been craving. And it's a Korean barbecue buffet. So lots of meat, lots of food. They gave us so much banchan. So excited for all this. We decided to also get some makgeolli. One for you and one for me.
เดทกับเมีย
I don't think she's ever had, and if I'm being honest, I don't think she loved it. I like it, and my favorite is actually the chestnut flavored one. I think it's quite delicious. The next morning, Jessie and I are doing a rolled noodle soup crawl this weekend or this week, and we go to a place that's much closer to home. One of my absolute favorite places called Mr. Joe. So we parked our motorbike by the side of the road in front of Mr. Joe's, and there were, just some chickens hanging around. Always busy. They have a ton of to-go orders as well, and they have the crispiest crispy pork. And they serve their crispy pork with a thick sweetened soy sauce. We start with that as our appetizer. and then we have our bowl of noodles. Their noodles are the best, soup is amazing, and it's just all good. Back on the bike for us, we are headed to the temple. There's a festival going on at Wat Kak. Anyways, we go and do that. ไปไหนมา
วัดแขก
คนเยอะไหม
เยอะมาก
So many people
ถ้าเป็นแขกเลย
แต่ก็ได้ขอ
ถ้าเป็นแขกเลยนะขออะไรรู้ไหม
ขออะไร What you ask for
something ไม่บอก
โอเคความลับ
อย่า
โอเคความลับก่อนแต่ดูมีคนเยอะทางนั้น So many people over there and then we go and grab some happy hour at her place of work at that time, which she worked at the Pullman G Hotel, and there's a burger bar downstairs called 25 Degrees. So we go and have some fries and beer to kill time. Cheers! Beer and French fries. And oh my gosh, as we head home, there is so many more people going to this festival. It's just teeming, and we didn't even go on the other side of the street because there was no way. There was just absolutely no way. Somehow, we end up at McDonald's. I don't know how and I don't know why. But the next day, watching a movie, eating some mama, and editing some videos. I don't know what it is, but I'm watching something. So working, being productive. The next day, I am going somewhere, and now I'm headed on the subway. The actual subway, not the BTS, but the MRT, so the actual underground. I stop and get a snack at Cafe Amazon. I actually end up going to Pilates. Back here to get my last 2 sessions in, just 1 session today. On my way home, it is pouring rain. Listen to this. This was the type of rain where there was no chance of staying dry whatsoever. And then I meet up with my friend Racha, who's still in town, and we get some Hai Di Lao, which is a hot pot place that's kind of expensive, but it's a place I've been meaning to try. Looking for alcoholic beverages and not finding what we want. We got 4 different broths. It may have looked like there was a lot of food, but it actually wasn't all that much compared to other places we've been. And this is what we're drinking. We got our little noodle show. The noodle show does not give you a lot of noodles. I recommend it for the experience, and the noodles are actually really good, but you don't get a ton at all. Next day, I am headed to the MRT again, and this time I get off at the Airlink station. Do you know what that means? That means I'm headed towards the airport. The only reason why I would ever really ride the Airlink. Whoop, look at that. I'm at Suvarnabhumi. Where am I going? I mean, I just flew back this week and now I'm headed out again. Okay, down the ramp we go to get to our gate. I am headed to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai airport is definitely not as busy and less bustling than the Bangkok airport. Yes, this time I'm taking a motorbike instead of a taxi. And this time I am actually staying with my friend Johnson. The streets of Chiang Mai also way less busy than the streets of Bangkok. I get there, I hang out with Johnson, and we are just hanging out at his hotel.
Mushroom ค่ะ
อะไรอยู่
No, just super technique. Super technique.
Have a big meal with his family, and a couple friends came over. โอ้ย
You speak Thai เหรอ
And then we head out to the Zoe and Yellow area, which is not really that big and it's quite chill. Zoe in yellow and get our dance on. And then we end up back at his house.
เราทำอะไรวันนี้ตอนนี้ What time is it
About wait.
ยังไม่ถึงเที่ยงใช่ไหม
Almost midnight.
All I see is SpongeBob
Oh. 20.
So what are we doing มากินข้าวด้วยกัน
Having fucking late dinner, bitch.
You okay ไหม
Yes.
So much happened in week 40. Like what? So my guess is the next week or two will be spent in Chiang Mai. So stay tuned for weeks 41 and 42 and obviously through the rest of the year because like what else? I would say season 7 is going to be amazing. Also the end of this year. But anyways, remember to subscribe, comment, share, click on that bell so you don't get notifications for when new videos drop. And yeah, let me know what you want to see, what you're interested about, any questions you have, and I'll see you soon. Bye.